Broadcasting live from the mixed-up world of Hyrule, this is the Link to the Past Randomizer League, Week 7. Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Bobtastic, and joining me today on commentaries, and Tism, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you, Dr. Bob?
I am doing just fine. Despite my loss earlier today, I'm okay with it. This is going to be, from what I understand, a fairly consequential race here, depending on how some other things shake out. We've got some major ties going on in this particular division right now.
Yeah, that we do. Currently, the Immortals are tied for third place with two other teams, but they're only 3 points behind, or 6 points behind the second place team. So we could honestly have a four-way tie in this division at the end of this week. We'll just have to watch and wait for it to shake out.
All right, so we begin the seed. Two players are, the long shots are both coming out of Sanctuary, but it looks like one of them is going to get some money from Mr. Houlihan's route. Whereas we've got the Immortals headed for Uncle Start and not Uncle Start.
Yep. We also had a quick map check, and I saw 2 pendants at Eastern and Desert and a crystal at Hera. It is all dungeons, so it doesn't matter as much, but it is still nice to know where items could lie. Speaking
of items lying, we've got the secret passage Uncle Chest that contains the Moon Pearl today.
Ooh, that's nice.
And the bombs are going to remove the immediate need for an early AGA, though AGA 1 is still definitely required and could be required early just for Dark World access.
Absolutely. And we also have some early money sitting up here in the mushroom spot.
Yeah, that means we probably won't have an orphaned Zora for a long time, my guess.
And we have Roach taking the south route to maybe farm up some bombs to get it before getting.
Just a few bombs, pretty good. Did get a few from the uncle there, so wasn't that big a deal. A little bit of money on the race game. I don't expect that to be a terribly high priority.
Alright, coming into CAC, which should have a lot of good items for us, or hopefully will.
More money. Okay, so we're not going to be hurting for cash anytime soon.
Yeah, they already have just about all the cash they'll need for this seed.
Alright, so Blind's Hut really didn't actually have much actual value other than like another 300 rupees.
And nothing in the chicken hut either.
This is a uncharacteristically barren Kakariko.
Yeah, it is. Let's see what the well has for us. Another heart.
There's the hammer. There we go.
There we go.
It's like, where was all the value? I mean,
but
there was
just the hammer. That's still
just
pretty
the hammer.
dry
That's your
overall.
value.
It's nice, but normally you get like 5 or 6 items here, or 4 or 5.
All right, so Duke now headed, picks up another 20 in Link's house, and will be heading up to get the Moon Pearl, like his opponent did, or his teammate. You know, they're not playing against each other. Though I guess his opponent also did at one point.
Meanwhile, Roach is gonna go find out some new information. Gonna go to South Shore. Might split off to Agina, which I've seen a lot in co-op, but there's a sword, which is nice.
Yeah, I definitely expect a visit by both players to that particular sword, as it's very quick and easy. But I think DukeFireBird will probably go clear out the front of Escape here because he's got that hammer.
Oh, true. Yeah, that hammer will actually give him access to more than just the front couple chests. Especially since Roach, when he was over here, only had like 2 bombs.
And as you were saying before, Roach did go ahead and make a left and head toward Agina's cave. It's a sort of out-of-the-way location that you don't really want to leave behind.
Yeah, I've seen this a lot more in co-op because you can cover more of the world so quickly. And there's the flute sitting up on the desert ledge.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, that means we're going to need the book for that.
That we will.
Yeah, you can use the mirror to get into desert, but you have to have the flute to do it. So the book will be required for desert access.
Yeah. You can't have a flute-locked flute.
Alright, piece of heart in Agina's cave, so I expect Roach to be the only one of the immortals to pick that up.
Meanwhile, DieselMartini is also heading into the front of Escape. And in Zelda's chest, we have, in a moment here, just 20 rupees, so nothing really in the front of Escape.
Yeah. If DukeFireBird had a sword, I'd be tempted to go off to the back via Dark Escape, but not without a sword and knowing where one is. Actually, where 2 is.
Yeah, there's the Master Sword.
And a glove.
Our first lift upgrade.
So, Hammer, Glove, Pearl, there's your Dark World access. Congratulations.
5 heart Dark World access. That's the best, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep, and his partner, Roach's partner, DukeFireBird, is heading straight to that mini Moldorm cave.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I definitely prefer not having to do AGA 1 early in a seed like this. In fact, I mostly prefer getting to do it last. Because not only can you just mirror from the pyramid after beating Ganon to go into AGA Tower, but also after beating AGA Tower, you'll get a health and magic refill.
Yeah, it's very convenient.
Which you normally wouldn't have.
Yep, it's very, very convenient. I wish they'd do that after AGA 2, but that's unfortunately not the case.
All right. So, with that, DukeFireBird is headed to the back of Escape, while Roach is going to make for Hype Cave.
Yep, I like this. They're gonna go ahead and kind of split up the Dark World a little bit. And we have a red crystal at Thieves Town, and I believe the last pendant at Ice Palace?
In theory, you don't need any gloves for Thieves Town. You just need one to get to the Dark World. Speaking of gloves, there's the other one in the back of Escape.
Wow. That's early bets, early hammer. This world's wide open.
Yeah, it's kind of gross, honestly.
Yeah, we're just a fire rod away from needing to go to... Fire rod and flippers away from needing to go to Ice Palace.
You? I would do everything in my power to avoid going to Ice Palace without the cane.
Same,
of
but
that
I had a seed.
Sweet.
Yeah, I had a seed literally about 3 hours ago where the cane was on the boss of Ice Palace.
Gross.
It was.
Now,
yes.
Height Cave there was pretty nice. There was a lamp in there. There was a blue goo in there.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
There was a boomerang. I give it a solid 5 out of 10.
I agree with you. And there is Fisher Price for Shield sitting in the chest game.
All right, so Roach is headed to the pyramid. DukeFireBird finds a cape inside the brewery. Pyramid has 20 rupees.
Right, cape is nice for safety because you don't know how many hearts you're going to get in these seeds because you're not going to be picking up a lot of the random chests anymore.
Yeah. And of course, cape does grant you access to that one item that's fairly nearby for DukeFireBird, the bumper cave item.
That's true. Did DieselMartini take a death in Moldorm? Because they're coming back here.
It's quite possible. If he's not careful, he might do it again.
Alright, but gets past it.
Right, DukeFireBird has taken the dive into Thieves Town.
And does have the hammer, which I've seen in a couple co-op seeds where one person has to dive in without the hammer. So it's nice to route in earlier.
Roach taking care of the catfish check, which is nice to do, now. I think it's nice to do early or never.
Yeah, best routed in with Pyramid, I say.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, DieselMartini is going for a fake flipper. We haven't seen this for any of our runners yet.
Yeah. I kind of feel like, so Roach is going to get the Titan's mitts here. I kind of feel like we might see a play toward Death Mountain from Roach. Maybe. I mean, there's not guaranteed to be anything there because, we still need a hook shot or a mirror. But could still be a thing. And you can get that save and quit point.
That's true. And it'll be nice for after we have the flippers, or the flute and the book, because it's just much easier to save and quit to one and then flip from there.
Oh, and Roach is also taking care of Dark Cross here. With the lamp in hand.
Meanwhile, DieselMartini's checking up Hobo here. Which just gives us 50 more rupees. This sea has not been shy on money.
Money is in fact real.
So, with this seed being so open at this moment, where do you think our runners are going to find some progression?
Well, that's a deep subject. I mean, I think Death Mountain has a reasonable chance here. Waterfall is interesting, but not terribly great for Diesel. I'm really keeping an eye on these Thieves Town and Skull Woods plays, though.
Yeah, I agree. I think if they're gonna find anything, it's gonna be in Thieves
So
Town
I
or
guess
Skull Woods.
DukeFireBird already found all 4 items in Thieves Town.
All right, and we also have Bombo sitting up on the Zora ledge. That could
that's
be
kind of
interesting.
interesting.
I don't think we have the items to instantly to get there just yet.
No.
But it's good knowledge to have. Oh, but the mirror on Zora.
Okay.
Hello.
Zora.
Progression.
Hello. There's that progression, and then the Death Mountain play becomes live, and it's just like, okay, it's all in Paradox Cave now. / Hookshot Cave / Super Bunny, because we have the Titan's Mitts. We can get there.
Yep. Yeah, and DieselMartini's immediately going to go grab those other set of gloves.
Oh, it looks like Roach found something in the Spectacle Rock Cave that he wants. I thought it was blue, so maybe it's the flippers? It is the flippers.
It is. So yeah, that puts that Bombos in logic. Mirror was already in logic, but at least they won't have to double dip that area.
Yeah, and to be honest, I fully expect Roach to basically immediately head there.
And there's the fire rod.
Hello. That is quite an interesting find with that cape in hand and having not been to Skull Woods yet, so DukeFireBird could potentially actually beat Skull Woods here.
Ah yes, the best fight ever. A 5-heart green male moth.
With Master Sword, so it's like 8 slash.
Master Sword. Yes. They do, I think. Did DukeFireBird grab that blue man or the blue goo?
It's Roach that has the blue goo.
Oh, you're right. Yes.
Oh yeah, the ice rod is almost guaranteed to be like on the tortured desert with the boots in mire or something stupid.
And don't forget the book sitting in Spike Cave.
Yeah, there you go. Or even just in Turtle Rock.
No, or that, yeah. Meanwhile, we have an 18-minute Smith check. I don't think I've ever seen this early.
That's impressive. Interestingly enough, the one of the two runners that does not have the mirror is walking around with the blacksmith.
And I think
hello.
Shot. Okay, so seems we have a lot of progression in Overworld today.
So I don't want to be an alarmist, but I smell Swamp Palace.
Oh god. Oh god, no.
I smell Cane of Samaria in the Diver Down room of Swamp Palace, just to make you mad.
And it's so early in the seed that you can't even justify skipping left side.
Mm-hmm. Now, of course, only the Immortals know where the flippers are. And only the long shots know where the mirror is.
And the hook shot.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Immortals are about to get those flippers. Those,
the mirror.
Mirror, yep.
Yeah. And I imagine after Duke deals with Skull Woods, heading towards Stumpy might be one of his next destinations.
Yeah, without the boots, the North Dark World route doesn't really make sense, and since their partners already checked Catfish, there's no point in heading over there either.
So the worst thing I could think of right now for Roach is if he takes this mirror and goes into swamp looking for the hook shot.
I don't think anybody's gonna do that.
Nobody's gonna do that.
Early on.
But that would be the worst.
It would be, yes. And we have the boots sitting on the smith.
Okay. Alright, game.
That's pretty convenient.
Are you trying to get me to go to bed at a reasonable hour, game? Is that what you're doing?
Seems so.
Are we gonna be done in 55 minutes? No. As soon as you start calling it a jet seed, it ceases to be a jet seed. That's how it works.
Except if you're calling it a jet seed to stop making a jet seed, what if it realizes that and reverses its own logic?
I'm doing the reverse psychology right now. We're on the same page here.
Alright, and DukeFireBird is gonna head into Moth with 4 hearts and no magic, basically. Meanwhile, Roach is heading into Hera. Down to this thing. Oh! Yeah, that fight is
DukeFireBird
tough.
gets, shall we say, summarily bodied.
But is going back for more. Or at least for
First,
this
he's
chest.
gonna go check the chest, see what happens here. Alright, I think DukeFireBird just found the second item in Skull Woods, and we'll be peacing out for now.
Yeah, better to come back when you have some valuable items like a tempered sword.
Yeah, Tempered Sword makes that fight so much better. Because the shorter it is, the less time Moth has to do something unpredictable.
Exactly.
And there we go. Tyler also picks up that mirror.
Yeah, the only unfortunate part is that both the long shots will now have to double dip the Zora area to get that bombos. But on the flip side, the Immortals have to make a double mountain climb to get mirror and flippers. So it's a kind of a time sink either way.
Alright, Roach is going to deal with the Moldorm fight here in Tower of Hera.
Oh, that was close. Gonna opt for sword
Get a
strats.
Master Swords. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, but still.
No! The worst place to fall there. In the center hole of Moldorm. That's an entire 2-floor fall. Very unfortunate.
Yeah. Getting middle hold is the worst. Alright, round 2 with Trolldorm.
having.
Might want to opt for one more dash, or just the hammer. All right, there we go.
All right. There's a crystal down for Roach. That is the second crystal acquired, or second completed dungeon by the Immortals. While the long shots, DieselMartini is about to beat Thieves Town.
And I would assume that tylersalt is gonna go ahead and take care of Hera once he grabs these flippers.
Seems reasonable. And speaking of the flippers and Hera area, we're about to get the East Death Mountain checks from Roach, starting with Spiral Cave. The ever so slow Spiral Cave walk.
Yeah, they don't have the knowledge of where those boots are yet.
Oh yeah, Blacksmith. I was like, where are they? Right.
And DieselMartini is about to pick up that fire rod.
Kind of feel like a DieselMartini is not going to be very good for your health.
I would have to agree with you on that.
Yeah. Now, one unfortunate consequence of the way the routing has gone here for the Immortals is they will be down a hook shot as well up here. So when they get to the Dark World, they will be unable to check most of Hookshot Cave, or all of Hookshot Cave, really.
Yeah, neither have the boots. But seeing as only Roach is going here right now, most likely Duke will come back after he has the hookshot and boots.
Alright, Paradox Cave turning out to be pretty much a dud. There was a bottle with a bee in it, but that's about it.
Oh, here's another time save for the long shots, as they can do the Hera pot or not. Okay.
I thought he had it there for a second. Maybe he was a little off.
Now he's trying again. All right. Maybe he picked up a heart and that changed to some of the coordinates or something.
I think the problem is I'm wrong. Never mind.
And we have Quake sitting in Super Bunny Cave. And that's the last of the checks up here for the Immortals.
Okay. Now there is the possibility. I imagine he's going to go ahead and check what the Turtle Rock medallion is.
It is Bombos.
Bombos. And I think Spike Cave is theoretically an option here.
He doesn't have the cape though. DukeFireBird has the cape.
But he's got a blue potion, so he may be able to use that.
That's true, yes.
And speaking of DukeFireBird, he just picked up that hook shot.
Alright, nice.
So the question is, does he dive swamp now?
It looks like it. He's going south. Yep.
And you know, we haven't seen anything from the Eastern Palace area yet. Not a blame thing.
That's true, not even Sahasrah's closet. At least with the mirror, it's pretty easy to route in while going to pod, and you can just mirror over and do the eastern area as well.
Yeah, but I imagine at this rate, nobody wants to go over there without a bow.
Yeah, especially with how nice this seed has been with items. I can't imagine it'd get any harder, right? DieselMartini almost falling in the hole that he could get soft locked in, but luckily just bonked around it.
Alright, so tylersalt of the long shots just realized that Bombos is required. And he does need to go get that Bombos off of Zora's ledge. Which is a little unfortunate, but at least he knows where that is. First chest in Swamp is just a map. I guess technically first chest in Swamp was the key, but the first chest that can be something different.
Oh, nice. DieselMartini going for a water walk over to this Catfish Zora area.
Oh, yeah. That is definitely something you can do with the boots pretty easily. There's also the kern jump that you can do. It's another thing you can do to make that work. I actually finally figured out how to do that the other day.
Nice. Yeah, it's not an easy trick. It looks easy when runners do it, but it's not.
But yeah, as we know, the catfish check not terribly useful right now. 10 arrows at Graveyard Ledge.
And we have DukeFireBird in Swamp coming up on the first actual check, or the second actual check.
Yeah, the compass chest here. If this is the compass, then we've had vanilla map and compass. No, it's Cane.
Didn't you just call that?
I called Cane and Swamp, but I called it in the diver down room.
Cane and Swamp is enough for me.
Yeah.
Better than the witch.
I mean, that's the thing. When you get full swamp access early,
That's true.
then one of the second glove, the cane, or the ice rod is in there. That's the way it works. You think I'm joking?
No, you're right.
Partly.
You are absolutely right.
Like it's not a guarantee, but it is very likely based on experience and a little bit of mathematical analysis I've done.
You just need so many items to get access in the swamp, and when you get it so early, it's just kind of almost like the seed's hinting that you gotta go there.
And another thing about this is, another thing I've noticed is items that, locations that can be accessed in multiple ways often like to hide one of those potential accesses. So, like, that's why I was saying boots in mire. That's the sort of thing you'll see occasionally.
That's a nice little hookshot clip by DukeFireBird, but why would you even try that? If you mess that up, you have to leave.
Some people got a swag.
That's so little time saved for a lot more time lost.
Yeah, I mean, if you're real good at that, then I don't see any problem with it.
True.
I'm not confident enough with that to do that. So the left side swamp had the bug net and a compass. So depending on your feelings on the bug net, that was pretty useless.
To me, that's really useful. I need those berries.
Yeah, but how are you going to get them? You don't have no powder.
Eastern?
Yeah. I mean, there's pots, there's places to get them.
Yeah.
right, so it looks like DukeFireBird's not going to be doing the diver down trick today. Just going to head the
Not enough magic,
old-fashioned
I
way
think.
through Swamp Palace.
Yeah,
I mean, there's also the
DukeFireBird has
palm
enough
version
magic.
that you can do.
Oh, that's true. Yes. And
I did
the
that
big
today.
key.
I was happy. I actually got it.
Nice. And let's see if these stairs eat up DukeFireBird here. And they do.
Yeah, there's basically no way to prevent that without the boots that I know of.
And half magic sitting over in Eastern, which is nice, but not
That's
amazing.
pretty shiny. And just bombs in the big chest of Swamp. So we know that the waterfall chest and... Duke, what are you doing? You don't have to do this again. Oh, okay.
Just
that's
going in. Is there... I've never been here before.
You can do this. That is another way you can do this. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I've never gone that way. But that is, I guess that is a little bit quicker than walking all the way back to the right.
I think it might be slower when you have the boots, but probably not slower when you don't. I've never even considered it. Like,
Yeah, neither have I.
oh, I could feel DukeFireBird just see that big magic drop and be like, ah! And then he went up the stairs and...
Alright, tylersalt's making the same call to go into Swamp here, so we'll get that knowledge about the cane. And Roach has Thieves Town and Blind killed, so that is their second crystal. Yeah, it looks like Duke is not opting for menu strats with the hammer, but is going for slashes instead with the mashes.
My favorite strat with the Master Sword is to actually do spins and get 2 puffs at a time if I can.
Yep. That last little puff eludes them though, but gets him down. Switches to the fire rod, but doesn't have enough magic to use it, so let's see.
That is correct. This is going to end poorly.
I think you did realize. Just going for hammer hits, which is kind of hard, honestly, with how the movement works. But gets them, nice. And tylersalt did opt to skip left side, at least at the moment, so if they don't go back, they'll save some time. Oh yeah, nice. Gets it first try.
Well done.
And looks like we'll probably opt to come back in after finishing because did not go back for that big chest.
Does look like the cane was the only item of any real value in Swamp, and that's not terribly surprising.
Yay, we can go to Ice Palace now.
Yeah, in theory, yeah. I would probably be more inclined to head for Turtle Rock as fast as I possibly could.
Even without that ice rod?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I figure the book's in there. I mean, especially if I was up there earlier and didn't have the hook shot the first time. And
Yeah,
left
that
behind
makes
hook
sense.
shot, that would be a lot more interesting.
Because you can route in Hookshot Cave and go in there.
I bet that DukeFireBird's about to pick up the boots. What do you think?
Yeah, I would tend to agree with you. Doing shovel game and then heading over there.
Yeah.
And DieselMartini has the Hera pod as well. I'm a little surprised DieselMartini didn't put this off till the end because there wasn't really any value in Hera, and you could just come back right before Ganon's Tower as well. So,
but yeah, as you were saying, I definitely wouldn't be surprised to see somebody going for the Ice Palace play as well with that cane in hand.
simple. Send one person to Turtle Rock, one person to Ice Palace. It is co-op info share.
Lol. Yeah, both, as stated by the chat, both teams doing the hammer pegs first and then getting the boots from the smith.
Yep. And Hera is done for DieselMartini, while Skullwoods has been finished off by Roach.
And Duke is going to set up for the invisible chest glitch here.
Oh yes.
It's not really invisible, it's just not there.
Except in memory it is.
But the fact that it's still following you matters.
This is a very well-coded game. And there's the bow. That is nice.
And tylersalt will be finishing out left side swamp, going to get the bug net in them. And the probably actually won't get the compass if he's been counting his chests. Oh, there might... Apparently, oh yeah. We just missed it. Or I missed it. I was watching the purple chest until he actually turned it in. Turns out, it's got a bow in it.
Yeah, I just called it.
And Roach is following suit rather quickly. Also going to pick up the hook shot while he's at it.
Yeah, that bow is really, really useful, so. It's not doing that invisible follower glitch, though.
Yeah. Turns out, you know, as long as you don't actually have to use the mirror anywhere else, it's actually free.
It really is. But he's gonna mirror all the way over here, so I guess that's why. Maybe gonna go grab that cane afterwards, so setting up the mirror portal in a nice little location.
Yeah, gonna go into swamp or go into the dam, drain it, and then hit that portal again, I meant.
Yeah, it saves one mirror, so.
Yep. Alright, DukeFireBird now inside Palace of Darkness. This will be the first we've really seen of this dungeon. And right side is also just keys.
Do we have a rare 5-key front in pod today?
Who knows? Right now, all we've seen is the shooter room on the right side. There's the big key. So yeah, with DukeFireBird having not found the second non-key item, he's going to go ahead and head to the big key chest, which is pretty much the right way to do it.
And there's the fourth key.
Oh,
And
tempered sword. Hello.
that is very, very nice.
I imagine that'll cover it as far as necessary weaponry for the rest of the seed, if you want to. I mean, aside from needing an ice rod at some point.
Yeah, are we in Ice Rod Hunt mode now? Well, book. Just the book.
Yeah, book, ice rod, and potentially whatever Meyer medallion is.
And just misses the hammer yump. So Flute is sitting on Desert Ledge for chat. So we need that book to get the flute.
Alright, that looks correct. There you go.
For a map, of course.
Alright, so Roach is going to do a significantly more abbreviated trip into Swamp. Unfortunately, Tyler is about to head into Pod without the bow. So that's unfortunate.
Does have some potions, so we'll be able to get to that right side with the potion unlock glitch. But other than that, we'll not be able to finish the dungeon.
Yeah, the only item that could be of any relevance on the pedestal would be, of course, the ice rod, or again, whatever Meyer medallion is. Book, certainly not a possibility because of desert.
Of course, we could have the boots on there and the GT big key on the torch, but that's a very, very low likelihood. Oh wait, we have the boots.
We have the boots. So
yeah,
no.
I did a dumb.
It's alright. Everyone does a dumb sometimes. Unless you're Kyong.
Of course. And while we have a moment where the runners are kind of checking what the other runners have kind of already done, just want to go ahead and say, give these runners a follow. They've been putting on a great race here, and they've been showing us some great execution. And also go ahead and follow my co-commentators and our trackers for today. We've been doing a great job as well.
Okay. So Tyler just got the right side of Pod glitch here, while Roach is going for Ice Palace.
Alright, this is where I think the mini port's going to be sitting. Because it's ice. It's always ice. Except when it's Laser Bridge. Then it's Laser Bridge.
Yeah. Unless it's Mimic Cave. Then it's Mimic Cave.
Yep.
So, I understand that it might seem weird that you wouldn't get the Tempered Sword before going in here, but the the idea is they're trying to make sure they get enough checks taken care of right now. And, you know, the team would gain no information from Roach being in pod right now.
Yeah, and co-op info share information is just as important as dungeon completion.
So the upside with this for Roach is that he has to, or he'll be able to go ahead and he'll be able to mess with Ice Palace and then finish out or get the stuff in Ice Palace before DukeFireBird has to make the decision about going to Turtle Rock. Ideally.
That's true. Yes. And it looks like Roach will not be doing Icebreaker today, even with the cane.
It looked like he was about to, and then he decided to not. I don't know exactly what the point was there, but sure.
Maybe because they got an early key, so you can get to that right side pretty quickly, even with going this way. I'd still do Icebreaker, though. It just feels so much faster.
DukeFireBird's going to go ahead and finish out Eastern while he's at it. That'll give Roach time to clear out Ice while they debate the decision.
Yep, and Eastern's a pretty quick dungeon, so should be in and out pretty quick.
But yeah, that decision to skip the purple chest for the long shots is really problematic for them.
That it is. I'm surprised that at least one of them didn't grab it, because they had the boots and I think they had the mirror at that point, so it would have been pretty quick to just go check it. But Ice Palace coming up pretty dry so far. And we have the single arrow sitting on the mushroom, and tylersalt is going to reset to save that mushroom in order to be able to do a fake powder.
Seems reasonable.
And I think Roach got all the items because they're heading straight to Cold Stare. Or the big key is sitting in Ice Tea Room.
Yeah.
Looks like it's the ladder.
Apparently doesn't want to do the bomb jump across, would rather go the this particular way. Yeah, I'm not entirely certain where the mushroom was either.
Yeah, I think it was in pod.
Oh yeah, it had to have been in pod, because look who has it.
Yep. And there's that big key. And I think tylersalt's making the play. Probably will do that fake powder and then grab the purple chest right afterwards.
All right, just a map of the big chest, meaning something is waiting for us on Cold Stare. Or there was some miscounting going on.
Yeah, using the cape to get rid of magic is a very nice idea. I've never really thought of that, but especially when they don't have the fire rod or ice rod or any other big magic hogging item.
and it does tend to spend your magic in a dang hurry.
And just 20 rupees there.
Just found out about free fairies from the waterfall fountain. And this is the one downside for Roach coming in here without the tempered sword, having to do Master Sword Cold Stare.
But using that fire rod really well, just spamming those shots.
It's got to be real careful though.
Oh yeah, down to a heart and a half.
Oh! Why did I say anything?
Perfect curse time. And he's gonna nope out. Can't blame him. Alright, and DieselMartini's making the play into Ice Palace now, so maybe. But also on that Master Sword. So we'll have to see. But does have half magic, so we'll be able to conserve a bit of magic and use more on Cold Stare. Oh, and it seems
butter.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes with 4 different screens, it can get a little hectic of when to look where.
So yeah, DukeFireBird, I imagine, is going to enter Ice Palace and beeline it for Cold Stare.
Yeah, seeing as there's been nothing else so far, I don't see why not. Meanwhile, Roach is going back into Swamp. This is interesting. Why?
Perhaps he could skip things. Is he going for the bug net?
Well,
like, what else is he going to do in there?
Yeah. Especially when you know the sword is sitting over in Pod.
Alright, DukeFireBird's having a little trouble with Icebreaker. Doesn't seem to be setting it up properly.
DieselMartini's having some issues as well.
Roach just hasn't gotten the cane yet, apparently.
Oh. What? But, oh, okay.
Don't ask me.
That's a little surprising.
That explains why he didn't do Icebreaker.
Yes, it does.
All right, so Tyler gets that crystal from Thieves Town. I wonder if that purple chest will be happening soon.
I guess not. Going north to pick up that fire rod.
All right. right, DukeFireBird heading to face off against Cold Stare. This will be the first time, hopefully, that Cold Stare goes down.
Yeah, with that gold sword and bombos, this should be a pretty easy fight.
Yeah, imagine. Tyler picks up the fire rod and gets immediately bodied by a murder dactyl.
Which is unfortunate because it's going to take him even farther away from that purple chest. Yeah, unless they find that second bow, that purple chest is pretty well and orphaned for the long shots.
Well, there's the cane of Brian, or Berna, there on Cold Stare. That would have been nice to have for, I don't know, a fight where things deal a lot of damage to you, like, I don't know, Cold Stare.
Agreed.
Though they do have the cape.
Especially when you're only on a heart and a half and you have no magic left.
Well, I mean, with no magic, the cane of Berna
yes,
is not going to do you any good either, but that's beside the point.
That's true. And Roach is just going to go ahead and pick up that tempered sword and go straight to the back here of Pod, because unless they really want that mushroom.
Alright, and DukeFireBird's doing a King Soon Bonk Rocks check. Both of which turn out to be relative garbo.
Alright, so it was an ice palace. It was swamp, but it kind of wasn't swamp either.
So you're allowed to call it Cane of Brian, but you have to spell it with a Y. That's the rule.
Of course. No. I agree. So yeah, what do we have left other than Turtle Rock now?
Not a whole ton.
And it looks like
most of the other things are behind, say, the book.
Or the flute. Well, yes, book. Duh. And it looks like Duke is headed there, but it's getting a little trolled by the cabbages and dead rocks over here.
Yeah, they're not pretty. Dead rocks are one of my many nemeses in this game.
It's even worse than Randomizer when they can appear almost anywhere.
I mean, let's be fair. There's a reason that I let the other two guys on my team do Randomizer week, and it might have had everything to do with dead rocks.
I don't blame you.
Speaking of, oh no, he got around it.
And a nice little fairy drop there. Why would you even suggest such a thing, chat? Why? Why?
I'm slightly intrigued by a seed now with all dead rocks. With, say, like the powder or quake buried as deep as possible without needing to go through dead rocks, or without needing to kill enemies in a room. And so you'd have to find the silly thing. That's a Plando idea.
That it is. Add 5 dead rocks to every boss room? Oh no. Why?
All right, the long shots have finally gotten that purple chest. The bow has been acquired. And it looks like DieselMartini is headed for Turtle Rock along with, sort of up there with DukeFireBird at the same time.
Yeah, though I'm a little surprised by DieselMartini coming here without a third sword, because Tempered is makes Total Rock a lot easier, especially the final boss.
Well, I imagine he wanted to wait to go to pod until a bow was found. And it just got found.
That's true.
He's going to grab Quake out of Super Bunny Cave here. He does it because, of course, we do not know what the Meyer medallion is. Yes, the numbers next to the teams are the number of points that they have in the leaderboard standings, where a win is worth 3 and a tie is worth 1. Not unlike the points go in like hockey or something like that.
Yep, and we've only had, I believe, 2 ties this entire league so far.
Yep, they're not nearly as common as they are in hockey.
And the surprising thing is I think both ties came in the exact same division.
The only other way that a team can have a non-multiple of 3 points is if one of their runners was not able to run 4 weeks, and they get a -4 penalty for every week that the third runner couldn't do it. I don't expect that to be the case for any team, but it is there as a disincentive or a way to make sure that everyone plays.
Yeah, that makes sense. Otherwise, you might have a team that just has their best 2 runners run every week, which would really not be a fair thing to have. Ooh,
Oof.
chain chomps.
Chain chomps are jerks.
The only reason they're a little bit lower on the list than Dead Rocks is because they only exist in one place in the game.
Yeah.
And Roach is going back for round 2 with Cold Stare. This time with the cane, so can do Icebreaker.
And also the Butter Sword, so I don't expect Cold Stare to stick around very long.
Very true. Oh, and DieselMartini also gets hit by the chain chomps, but has a fairy, so doesn't have to go back to the beginning of the dungeon.
Oh yeah, he picked up that fairy out of the waterfall fairy.
Oh no, and the Pokey! Also
Oof.
taking down the DukeFireBird. That's a much longer run back.
Yeah, that is a real shame right there.
Yeah, they're still in green mails, so everything does a lot of damage.
Yeah, my seed earlier today, all the nobody got any mail upgrades either that I know of. All right, DukeFireBird trying one more time on that pokey spot, while DieselMartini is now into the second pokey room. Or I guess this is the third pokey room technically.
Yeah, the second one you just kind of dash. You just have to use one fire rod shot and you're through. So. Oh no! But then the laser gets him.
DieselMartini taking a death to the laser. That is just the worst.
It's so close. If you had gotten to the
just
end.
3 tiles lower, you would have been able to exit, get there in one piece.
And they're noping out.
Yeah, I imagine DieselMartini's planning on getting that bow and perhaps a better sword while he's at it.
About to get, if they do Eastern after pod, they're going to get 2, so. Yeah. And Cold Stare goes down on round 2 with Roach.
I find it quite often that I will just forget that I only have green mail and just get bodied for no reason.
Oh, same here. Especially later on in the seed when I'm normally on blue mail at this point and I just don't realize that I'm not yet. Or Gold Sword is not an Eastern. I thought it was an Eastern for some reason.
No, it's on Sawasrala.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
It's green pendant. Alright, 10 arrows in the big chest of Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock here being really the only place we know of that has value left.
Unless it's Spike Cave.
Yeah, Spike Cave is a possibility. Though I thought somebody checked Spike Cave.
It was, okay.
I remember talking about it.
You're right, yes, because the blue goo.
Right, yeah. Roach checked it a while back.
Alright, so yeah, it has to be here.
Alright, so DukeFireBird about to make it to Laser Bridge.
And where is Tyler heading? Ice Palace, okay. There it is.
The ice rod sitting on Laser Bridge. And the book.
Check the final 2 chests. It could be ether required for Misery Mire.
That is definitely a possibility. I mean, I would definitely check the chests. And I don't expect DukeFireBird to not check the chests.
But I needed to check anyways. The key's there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so DukeFireBird will be able to take out Trinex here, thankfully. Yeah, so basically what we're going to see here is we're going to see DukeFireBird beat Trinex, and then he's going to take the book and go to Desert, get the flute, probably beat Desert while he's there, and then go activate the flute, and then they'll finally be able to know if Meyer is ether or not.
But to be fair, if Meyer is ether, it's probably just going to be in the Misery Meyer area because we've checked everywhere else.
It's like, where else is it going to be exactly? Or it could be like on Ether Tablet. It could be literally vanilla.
Oh, yes, it could, yes.
I would be tempted if I were DukeFireBird actually to go check that real quick before I leave. Just because, when are you going to be back up here? Ideally, never.
Ideally, after you're done with Meyer.
Yeah, pedestal is a possibility too.
Yes, it is, unfortunately.
That would be just the seed basically just literally handing them a middle finger. Like taking off the seed's middle finger and just physically handing it to them. It's like, here, you get this forever.
So far you've called the book Internal Rock and the Canaan Swamp. How do you do it?
Lots and lots of math. Also running way too many rando seeds. Also, a little bit of luck. Oh, DukeFireBird's taking care of Hera while he's up here.
Yeah, it's a quick completion with that hook shot.
I mean, let's be fair, what's the real difference between mathematics and witchcraft? I don't know.
One has numbers and the other has potions. But both require brains.
And DukeFireBird doing the hook speed strats for the Herapot thing.
I've been told those are consistent, but I can't quite do Herapot yet, so...
Yeah, I'm much better with the bomb setups. The hook speed setup still eludes me because it's not really a setup, it's more of a feel thing, and I'm just like, eh.
Yep. Alright, so Hera done. Let's see if DukeFireBird heads over to Ether Tablet real quick. We'll have to... Oh!
Yep.
There's enough room to walk past that portal.
Well done. And Ether Tablet contains a big toy. Alright, so we will finally, after seeing that flute, like 5 minutes into this seed, we will finally see someone pick it up. I remember somebody in chat at the time just saying, I really hope Book is buried. Well, I hope you're happy.
It's still a little annoying because you have to grab this flute, you can finish off Desert, but then you can't go do Meyer, you have to go and activate your flute. And then come back.
Alright. DukeFireBird will be
Oh no!
first runner.
Tylersalt taking a death, but has that fairy. Okay, phew.
Yeah, Turtle Rock just not being nice to Tyler today.
Not being nice to any of our runners today. We had DieselMartini with a couple deaths, Duke with a couple deaths. It's just been a death fiesta at Turtle Rock today.
I imagine Roach... Okay, Roach is going to take the safety door just in case something horrible happens. Oh, and Roach picked up the blue mail at some point.
Yeah, Blue Mail was in Mimic Cave.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's the kind of thing I would probably go to Mimic Cave for.
Same.
I'm back.
And DukeFireBird not bothering checking for all items in desert, just going straight for the boss.
All right. Well, we will see how that works out. Unfortunately, I believe we've had somebody do a fake powder, and it was not Ether.
Yep.
Yeah, apparently DukeFireBird, the powder was on the Desert Torch, and he just skipped it. He's like, nah.
Honestly, I'd pick that up.
I mean, I would because it's my favorite item in the game. But not everybody has the same taste as I do.
Alright, is opting for gold sword strats, which are pretty quick for landmowers. It's just take 2 swings and they're down.
And there's the other item in Desert, so there you go.
And now we can pull ped.
Yeah. To be honest, if I was running this right now, I would do it for the memes. And the random possibility that it's Ether and it wins the game.
I mean, you have to go there anyways. I mean, you're going to go activate the flute. It's just a little bit to the north, right?
Yeah, a little bit. That being said, I don't expect DukeFireBird to do that, and if he does, he's a hero.
That
hero
is.
We deserve and/or need.
And the long shots will also hit go mode here real quick, as tylersalt's getting a start from the bottom. Never mind, not so quick.
Oh yeah, Duke could also do that while he's finishing Skull Woods. He didn't.
Oh yeah,
Didn't finish it because of that moth death early.
Yeah, just mirror over and pull it real quick.
That's kind of hilarious.
Oh, did they take the safety door? I think they took the safety door.
I sure hope so.
Please tell me they took the safety door. Right before the ice rod. No, they didn't. Oh no. Oh no! They're leaving. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Roach is picking up the powder, though.
Good job, Roach. At least DieselMartini will pick up that ice rod, because they're going up there to go pick up that book anyways. But that won't feel good for tylersalt.
Okay. DukeFireBird about to head into Skull Woods to finish it off. I imagine the Butter Sword Blue Mail fight will be with 11 hearts will be significantly easier than the Master Sword 5 heart Green Mail fight.
Absolutely.
If we are having a stating the obvious contest. Apparently Roach might be having a little trouble here. Because if you saw that menu, you'll note he doesn't have the big key.
Oh no. I did not see that, but We'll find out in a couple seconds.
Something is missing?
Oh no. Grab that powder and no
The torch
doubt.
thing does stay open, yes. I know this from dying to enemize bosses many times. All right, DukeFireBird finishes off Moth. Let's see if he does it for the memes. He's mirroring.
Go north, go north, go north, go north. Yes!
Oh, yeah,
Pull
here
it,
it
don't
goes.
just check it. Pull it.
He's
Oh
switching
no,
to the
he's
book.
gonna check it. Boo.
Rip.
Come on. So, as chat's asking, how the co-op works is that the two runners are running, all four runners are running the same seed, and two runners are on one team, and they can talk to each other and share info about where stuff is, and the teams are racing each other.
And we can now confirm that Go mode has been achieved because Misery Mire is Bombos. Turns out Quake was not required this seed.
True, but it does help us kill dead rocks, so it's not a bad pickup.
Yeah, so the runners on your left, DukeFireBird and Roach788, are on a team called the Immortals, and DieselMartini and tylersalt on the right are on a team called the Longshots, and they are those pairs of people are sharing information generally via voice chat while playing this game. So you'll see a lot of people skipping random chests throughout dungeons that you normally wouldn't see skipped.
Alright, let's see if we have a God Mire today. Hey, there's Ether.
Well, there we go. There's that one item we were somewhat worried about. Hey guys, there's this amazing thing we're going to get to do. It's called an actual big key guessing game,
Oh yeah.
which we
Isn't
have
that
not
key-
gotten to do in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and we are going to get 7 crystals and we'll not be looking for any extra items. This is great.
So
Hold
we're
your
not going to
horses,
do it
folks.
just yet.
No, we still got to beat Mire. And it looks like that big key is going to be in one of the 2 worst locations. Oh, and DieselMartini took a death. Or was that a heart refill?
I'm
One
not
of the two.
entirely certain. Yeah. The only reason I agree with DukeFireBird's play in a general rule to check that pedestal is the fact that he was beating Skull Woods at the time. So he needed to mirror anyway. You can check that real quick in case it's Ether and Ether is required. Otherwise, you go check Mire and there you go.
Yep.
If DukeFireBird had managed to beat Mothula the first time he went in there, we would not know what is on the pedestal, is what I'm saying.
Until the credits roll, at least.
Right.
And DieselMartini is also starting from the south side. Please take the safety door. Alright, is.
Is he though?
No, he just bombed it open. Okay. He's making use of that half magic in the cane, though. Grabs the book. Oh, be careful, down to 1 heart, and gets the ice rod.
Wait, did Tyler not pick up the ice rod?
No,
Was that
took
the
a
one
death.
chest that Tyler missed?
Yes.
That is the
That's
worst.
The one chest. Yes, it is.
Only to be a fly on the wall of that voice chat room right now.
I'm sure there's stuff being said that we can't repeat on this channel.
I imagine various expletives will be employed here. So DukeFireBird and Roach are both in Misery Mire at the same time, clearing it out.
Yeah, and it's the final dungeon for both of them.
And there's our 7th crystal for DukeFireBird, so I think we all know what time it is. The Ganon's key, of course, can be in one of 22 locations. We'll be using, at this rate, DukeFireBird's count. Whoever enters first, but it's probably going to be DukeFireBird. And that will determine who guesses the correct location of the big key.
Where do you like to guess, Doctor?
My contractually obligated guess is Bob's chest, but the number on that keeps changing.
Because there are a lot of different routes out there now.
Yeah. The traditional one is the one that you just gave, which is 14.
Yep. Yeah, I'd like to guess that because sometimes it's rando room, sometimes it's not.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Anyway. Oh, the despair teacher is in chat. Anyway.
Alright, we are almost there. And hot on his heels is Roach. Thought about going down that portal, but decided to take the Turok one instead.
All right, DukeFireBird entering Ganon's tower. And he...
Alright, 14 points to the winner.
We've got a full heart and a small key. DukeFireBird's going to go right. Now, this is going to be a little bit weird because both runners are going to be kind of exploring GT at the same time.
It will be nice to route GT a little bit differently, though, because one person goes right, one person goes left. Whoever finds it first, you go that way.
But it is going to make the counting weird because some chests will probably not get opened.
That's true.
I mean, unless DukeFireBird finds it here on the right.
Or DukeFireBird does the right and just goes left. But it would make more sense to go straight to Armos from here. And that's 6 so far.
Meanwhile, Roach has found a small key on the torch and another small key in the Stalfos room, along with a shovel. And there's the big key. So, and the silvers.
Oh, nice.
That is sick. Okay.
I've seen silvers in rando rooms so often these past 2 weeks.
Yeah. So DukeFireBird is going to go ahead and piece right out. He's going to grab the key off the torch.
It was probably going to be 7 or 8.
Yeah. So it was his 7th check for that torch right there. And we'll see what he gets here. He's actually just going to open all the chests.
Okay. 8, 9,
10.
10.
And 11 for the silver arrows.
Congratulations to DarkBlink1423, who gets 14 points for our GT Big Key guessing game.
Good job.
And with that, Roach has actually overtaken DukeFireBird.
Yeah, that tends to happen when you find the big key first. Now, interestingly enough, DukeFireBird, Roach, I think he did Eastern fairly recently, or no, he did Ice Armos or something. No, I don't even know. He's got a very small amount of arrows, is what I'm saying.
It's true. As long as he has 4, he'll be fine. Yeah. And there's arrows in the room right after Landmillas too.
That is true. And there's a few in the gauntlet, which he picked up, so we're fine. Okay, interestingly, Roach is going to go ahead and powder this anti-fairy. If he delays a bit, he can do like spin strats here on Landmo.
Yeah, with that gold sword, they go down so quick.
Yeah, I like to, if I'm going to powder that fairy, delay a little longer, just so they all spawn at the same time and I hit the ball.
Huh, I did not know that. I will have to try that next time. I always just powder it, run straight in, get 2 out of the 3. And down goes the 2 most satisfying rooms in GT right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever seen a runner fire rod that torch from the left like that.
Almost everyone just does it that is kind of an oddity.
And on the other side here, long shots, tylersalt is going for Icebreaker. And just doesn't have it, just barely. There we go. Gets it.
All right, so Roach788 is heading to Moldorm 2. This will be a quick couple of hits. I mean, if it'll cooperate. Moldorm
stuck in the corner, but gets him down.
And no interest in that final chest. I don't blame him.
Moldorm's last possession will, at least for now, be unknown.
All right, Aga 2.
That
I guess maybe Aga 1.
Yes, I go 1 for today. These patterns don't look very nice, but got a double on the first. This looks a little bit nicer. Double on that
There we
one.
go.
And a
There
double
we
to
go.
finish.
2022. Pretty sure I would have gotten 0 on that second one myself, so there you go.
Alright, and it's time to kill Ganon.
Not quite.
Oh yes, no, you're right. I probably would have fallen in there and been called a dingus.
Dinguses are... Dingus mode is real. It happens all the time.
Agger 1. Or 2. You know what I mean.
Aga 4.
Yeah, true.
Had a race loss the other day in the time it took Ganon to call a runner a dingus. Wow.
Yeah, it was a 6-second race. I was tracking that one. If the first and second place runners had switched places, it would have been a tie. That's how close that one got.
Alright, DukeFireBird dealing with Aga 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. Shoot him in the face.
And he goes down as well. Again.
DieselMartini is about to take down Vitreous for the 7th crystal in that department. tylersalt still has to go back into Turtle Rock, unfortunately, because of that mishap earlier.
We'll at least be able to run straight to the back, though. Doesn't have to worry about opening any chests or anything like that.
Except the one with the ice rod in it.
Well, yes, that's true. That one's a very important chest to open.
Alright, so Roach has reached the Zelda teleportation scene, despite the fact that the crystal imprisoning Zelda is already in his possession. It's not a time paradox or anything, that's all I'm saying.
Of course not. There's our first blue ball. And second. Aga not being very nice today.
No, not particularly. I mean, I think I had 7 on my seed today, so that was fun.
Ugh, doesn't sound fun.
And it was required early. Heck, it sent Zelda to your pocket. Yeah, I'll take it. While DukeFireBird is going to watch that teleportation scene, Roach is going to go fight the pig, who is apparently Sting today. All right, into phase 3 with 2 hits. While tylersalt picks up the ice rod and, applies a little bit of rage slashes to the chest itself.
All right. And
just one more hit for Roach, and there it goes. Roach finishing off Ganon, just needs to cross the bridge.
And meanwhile, DukeFireBird has Aggo 1 down.
Oh, that is kind of unfortunate. DieselMartini finds the big key of GT and doesn't open the chest below it.
Oh, that is unfortunate. And with that, Roach788 has finished with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 36 seconds.
Well done to Roach788. And DukeFireBird looks to be solidifying the win here, unless something goes horribly, horribly.
Yeah, it would take a lot at this moment. But is already into phase 3. And is done with phase 3. And DieselMartini is leaving Ganon's tower. Okay. And going back in.
I think DukeFireBird got an accidental silverless hit there.
But takes him down anyways. I think DieselMartini and tylersalt are going to have a race up the gauntlet between the two of them.
Yeah, apparently DieselMartini left the gauntlet, left the mimic rooms after not having enough arrows, but apparently didn't know there were arrows under the pot in the second mimic room.
Alright, and with that, DukeFireBird is also finished with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 47 minutes, and 13 seconds. And with that, unfortunately, we will have to cut the stream as there is a Super Metroid multi-category race coming up at midnight right now. So we will not have interviews, unfortunately.
Well, that's unfortunate, but thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you next time. I've been Dr. Bobtastic, and for all of us here, thank you so much. Good night, everybody.
You guys all have a great day.